Guys, welcome back to another video. So Neo had a pretty nice recovery from this morning's dip in pre-market, which was at $41.89. Now I ended up buying my call options back, and I'm actually ready to sell some more covered calls, but I'm gonna do them on my other channel that I started a few months back. I don't really have that many subscribers over there, but I haven't added a video in quite some time, and so I'm trying to keep up with some videos over there as well. Now here with Neil, I also wanted to address a question. This is going to be a perfect example as well. Now, some people have asked me, what if I just want to keep my shares, but at the same time, I want to be writing covered calls? Now, I'm going to put it this way, okay? The further you go out on the expiration date and time, the more money you're going to get. And the further you go out on the strike price, the less money you're going to get. So it's a combination of what you're willing to accept between a certain time frame. And selling covered calls, it's not a bad idea. I mean, you're getting paid money to basically sell your stock, right? Now, it really comes down to what strike price you're willing to accept. And sometimes, yes, the price of the stock will shoot up past your strike price. It's happened to me before, but at the end of the day, we're here to make money and grow the account. Now, it doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you simply just get paid money for simply holding the stock, and you still have your shares as well. Now, you can always get out of a contract by buying the option back, and I've done videos on that, on buying the option back after selling a covered call, and I've done videos on how to make more money after selling a covered call. Now, these are strategies that I like to use on my end. If you guys want to check out the videos, I'll leave links down below for you guys to see. I explain everything in plain English. Now, let me paint a scenario here with Neil. Let me give you an example as to why some people lose money for trying to get out of the contract. Now, let's assume, right? Let's assume, and this is a weekly chart, by the way. Let's assume you wrote one covered call on Neo for a week, and you bought 100 shares right around here when it was at $42 and something cents. You bought 100 shares. You wrote one covered call contract with a strike price of $45, expiration date tomorrow, December 11th. And you received, let's say, $100 right here in premium. Now you can see that Neo actually went past the strike price, past 45, even past 46, and past 47. By this time, you're thinking, should I buy the option back? I'm missing out on a lot of gains. Well, are you? Let's say you received $100 in premium right here. It's not as simple as it sounds as getting out of the contract and wiping your hands clean, giving the premium back. No. You're going to have to overpay for that option now because the price of the stock went higher. So if you received $100 in premium over here, this contract is now going to be worth maybe a little over $300 just to get out. Now, is it going to be worth it? You got to ask yourself, what is the plan for me getting out of the contract? Are you looking to hold on to the shares for the longer term? If that's the case, then hey, you're just going to lose like $200 more for overpaying for the contract. Are you looking to hold on to the shares because it's going to go higher in price? Then that could be a big mistake, maybe, because we don't know what the price of the stock is going to do, right? In this case, Neo actually came back down. You could have bought that contract back maybe even for cheaper over here, or even broke even if you wanted to get out of the contract. Now you overpaid over here, thinking it was going to go higher. Or maybe you're looking to roll over the contract for next month with a different strike price, different expiration date. So you can kind of see where I'm going with this. You got to have a plan as to why you want to get out of the contract. If you don't, and you keep doing this, buying the contract back thinking it's going to go higher, you're going to end up losing money. You're going to end up overpaying for those contracts. And then look at what happened. Neo just came right back down. Just because the price of the stock shoots up past the strike price one day doesn't mean it's going to stay there. Anything can happen. Now, if you want to keep it simple, you can just let the options expire as well. And let's paint another scenario, another example, because a lot of people think that once the price of the stock is already above the strike price, that they're already missing out on some extra gains, and that's not always the case. So let's do another example so you guys can see where I'm coming from. Now let's assume that today you bought 100 shares of NEO at $43 per share, and you bought 100 shares, so that means your investment is $4,300. Now let's also assume that you wrote one covered call contract, $44 strike price, expires tomorrow, and you received $180 in premium. $180 in premium that we just received. Now you can see that NEO is already above the strike price. It's currently trending at $45.40. Now, tomorrow on the expiration date, let's assume that by the end of trading day, NEO ends up at $45 per share. Now, are you going to get assigned to sell your shares at $44? Absolutely yes. So that means we're going to receive back $4,400. So you can see that's $100 in capital gains because you bought them at $43. Plus, we received $180 in premium. So total return, we got $4,580. Now, are we missing out on some extra gains because NEO ended up at $45 per share on the last day of expiration? No, we're actually making more money this way. At $45 per share by tomorrow end of trading day, your account will only show $4,500 compared to this right here on the covered call. And going back to that question on selling covered calls and at the same time trying not to get assigned, I mean, the way I would do it perhaps would be just moving out further on the strike price and keeping it within a weekly covered call, like a week covered call. Now you can also do shorter time frames. Let's say you sell the covered calls on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or even on a Thursday if you want. Of course, the premium, it's not going to be there as much as other strike prices and other time frames. But hey, if you're thinking of holding NEO for the longer term, but at the same time thinking about collecting premium without getting assigned, then let's see what it's paying for even $80 call options. Now, the chances of NEO reaching $80 per share between now and December 18th are slimmer. However, anything can happen. Now, there's still, people willing to pay for these contracts, as you can see. So even on my 500 shares, I'd get something around 20 bucks. And that's almost pretty much guaranteed premium for not selling my shares. But like I said, anything can happen. Now let's look at December 11th, even for a one-day expiration. Now this is the way I feel on Fridays. On Fridays, a lot of options expire. Market makers are trying to get those options to expire worthless. They're in it to make some money as well. Now, in pre-market or opening bell, there's always some kind of move, and throughout the day, some stocks pretty much stay flat. That's every single Friday. I've been seeing this on NEO a lot too. But I mean, that's just the way I would do it, okay? If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. And until then, I'll see you guys on the next video.